Rashapa, one of the preserver of the drums and the dance and the chant in UK coming out of Jamaica. Yes, bless.
I'm Desmond. I was in drumming from a yard. Come to England, it's the same thing because it's the heartbeat. Yeah, so that's who I am.
Yes, greetings, Russ Prince, and give thanks, yeah. Boy, really and truly, I leave Jamaica as a young boy, 69, yeah, young boy. And my experience is church. I just saw me a drum player, yeah. And then coming to England, 69, later on in life, wanting to be a dancer, had a professional career as a dancer. So it's through the dance, the drumming come back into my life. Because the two of them is like wife and husband. Yeah, you can't separate dance from music and music from dance. See? So that is how I really come into learn and know more about the drumming. I know about the indigenous drumming from Jamaica and Africa as well and the Latin Americas as well. See? And that's my entry into this thing. So that is how I become a preserver and a drummer in this time still. But as a Jamaican, we know it's like there in the blood. See?
Okay.
Yeah, greetings. My name is Janai. I'm one of the master drummers, son of Rastapa. I've been preserving the drum, help teaching kids, adults, everybody how to play the drums. And for me, it's just teaching in the UK is just way different because I lived in Jamaica and I obviously saw the culture there, saw how everyone lived. And here, the corruption, everything, the oppression on the youth. And I feel like drumming can just get the youth out the mindset of just oppression, and it's constant oppression. Social media, obviously I'm a youth, so I've seen it. So the drums can help connect the youth to the earth and the motherland and who they really are, because identification is one of the biggest problems right now. People don't know who they are, and the drums can help find that. So preserving the drum, I feel like it's one of the best ways. Blessings.
Yes, my name is chants. I'm Guyanese, born in Guyana, come to England in the 62. My brother loved drums, so, hey, you can't hear me? I couldn't hear you neither. So anyway, yeah, so my mother really grew up with drums, so drums was a thing I was hearing from I was little bit. So I buck up all certain man and man that, also custodians of the culture, I gravitated towards them and passed through many different genres of drumming music, Yeah, so it's been a journey through different streets and pathways, and here we are.
What does it mean to preserve?
Well, preserve is mean from our ancestors to throughout the generation from the elders. So we hand it down, and it has been handed down to us, and we hand it down to the younger generation. As Jaboni Whaler would say, pass it on. So that is one of the way we preserve it, and we maintain and contain it, so that it go throughout the generation. That is from before and after. So that's one of the maintain and how we contain it. Yes? And the power of the drums, because the drum go with the dance and the chant. So it's 3 in 1 and 1 in 3. The Trinity. And the power of the drum, as I would say, If you take off the D of the drum, you get rum, and that is the spirit or the how we anoint the drum to even preserve it. Talking about preserve the drums, because there's two more than one preserve. One is the rhythms, how we preserve it and maintain it, and two, how we preserve the drum. Cause we are the drum. This is just like the embodiment. So we are the amplifier. So this is the drum. Yes. So if you take the R off the rum, what you get hum, and that is the universal hum. That is as in the chant. So even if we break it down within words, we its meaning. Yes. So we preserve the drum, as in the drum is alive, as in from a live animal. So it's life, and the tree, it's life, and the drum is the oldest known instrument that, and it's the unbroken language. The power of the drum, the sound of the drum. Yes, and the sound of the drum can be heard up to 7 miles away. In not where those high escaping building, but give us the hills and the valley. And it has been used for warning, dawning, harvesting, blessing, birth, death, meditation, social, ritual. Okay.
As he's mentioning so many different ways that the drum can be used, and that's another way of preserving it by playing at ceremonies, playing at every instance that needed a spiritual intervention. We set up workshop. Anyone want to know to play the drums? That's a preservation. So we just try and maintain the tradition, because we are what we're preserving. We're all Rasta. We live in it, so we preserve it in ourselves. Also, yeah. So apart from I'm letting everybody know, and even this situation here, this festival here, that's a way of preserving it, because he's teaching it to indigenous people who don't understand, and we'll have a dogmas about Rasta and our Rasta ways. But if you know about what Rasta stands for, right, and you can teach them, that's a way of preserving as well. So give thanks, yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't think I can add any more to that, because I believe it has all been said already. I can't dress it up in a different way because of the same vibration.
Well, as I would say, and as we would say, because we are one in one and one in all. We preserve because we have different rhythm for social purpose, ritual, practical, commercial. But we have rhythms from the Caribbean based on, for example, mento. It is a untold story. It is the godfather of nowadays like reggae, and the offspring like DJ. You understand me? Those dancehall rhythm. So the godfather, the godmother is mento. While we do mento, our neighbor were doing calypso, but it's the same speed and tempo. And in those time, early time, our ancestors, even we talk about maintain and retain, it was a big problem for them because the drum was outlawed. It was banned in the Caribbean. It's not like a free flow in like Africa. It was all non-stop. In the Caribbean, it was outlawed. It was banned. And because of the sensitivity, I tell them, because of the sense and the comfort and how the language, the communication, yes, and because of that, Trinidad had was to express themselves in the form of steel pan, and we had was to run in the hill. Yes? Okay. Rastami, you want to add to the history the preservation?
Yes, well, the drums. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of reasons why it's necessary to keep the drum alive. Um, First of all, it's good for your health. It harmonizes the body, the vibration, synchronized with your own vibration, and you can raise your own vibration through, being near another vibration. So, you know, it's also a pathway. Um, it's a pathway that it's like using a vehicle to get somewhere. You can jump in a music and get somewhere. You know what I mean? It can carry you places. Yeah. Some people don't come back, but most do, 'Cause when music hits you, you feel no pain.
The places that we're going, especially for people now, why do we have to carry on so that we're not and share? Why should we carry on? Why is it important to carry on sharing?
Because we are our fathers, and our fathers have their fathers. So we have no choice. It's in the DNA. You know what I mean? As the things that they suffered, we suffer through the blood. You know what I mean? Through the DNA. So the things that give them joy will also give us joy. You know what I mean? And as we say, it's the pathway. You understand? You have to keep that pathway alive and kicking, Yeah?
Our livity, because we want to say history because history is his story. Our livity is a mother, father, and child. So the question is the children are the carrier in terms of we pass it on. We pass it on. Yes? So that's another preserve where we hand it down. So legacy, and sometimes it's not in writing, it's in a livity. Yes? Yeah.
So in your utterances when you do it. Yeah. Because many are one born in a family, and you always find one of those children either more cultural than the other. I choose to be more cultural than the other. You know, choose to be choose to wanna become a Rasta then yeah. Yeah, so you find those people it's coming through them. It's coming through but we don't want that. We don't want to wait for that. If we pass it on and they see us what we're doing, yeah, and see the righteous in what we're doing, they will pick it up in without we have to really drum it in them.
To give it to the newer generation, as like I would say, like I'm the part of the new generation, but this generation is gonna die one day, and if we're being real, we're gonna go. But the drum, if we preserve the drum and if we keep it going, then the rhythms and everything, the hardships that we've been through will always continue on. Like drum rhythms that we were when we was abolished from slavery and we started playing, stuff like that, stuff that people won't experience now, but our forefathers and our ancestors experienced before. Like to remember them and to remember the stuff that they paved the way for us. Because for some of their for like what is it, Nani of the Maroons, all of them, like if it wasn't for their sacrifices, then we might not even be here in this position. So yeah, preserving the drum is to remember who came before us technically. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Really and truly though, ultimately the drum and the chants is a gateway. Is therapy. Because one can have all form of elements living in this society with what's in the air, what's in the water, what's in the food. Yeah. And more time still, music is the answer. Music is the therapy that ones and ones need. Kind of guide them and keep them on that higher spiritual level, away from that dogmatic animal self. Yeah, in terms of your utterances and in terms of your doing and your livity. Yeah. So yeah, the drum is being preserved and used as a tool to help people out of the dogma
Peace and
Yeah.
tranquility.
and the isms and schisms where they must suffer in a society today. Yeah. And that me love about it. I mean, know say the drum is powerful in that respect because it draws people from all different nations together in a one unity. And we've seen that here today with our brothers, yeah, that was drumming earlier on. The differences are the more we're so similar, yeah, because it's all through the one nature there, yeah, music as a medium, yeah.
Cause the drum is still preserved. The drum is still preserved, you know, because remember that the drum was the first instrument, and it's been transgressing over the years, over the centuries, into something. Look how much different type of drums we got here, you know. So it's been preserved, but we need to be aware of it being preserved and monitor it so that and like what the first man is doing here, because he's setting an example whereas he's teaching and he's also learning from other people or other people culture, you know. So and if we can give it, we can take it in, also take their culture in and see. I mean, it's lovely to see all the kids them running around here in red, green, and gold t-shirt and you know, because they enhance the culture, the excitement and the thrill of the culture. You know what I mean?
Next
So
generation.
yeah. So we have to preserve it. Yeah, and more and may this continue, brethren. May this continue, the sharing and the enjoying of the culture.
Yeah, we are here with the deep roots, deep culture, Rasta village, and we are here representing the ancient of days to the modern. And as we say, we have it passed down from father through son, younger generation. And one of the first way are, firstly, cause our ancestors, while taken away, them never did get no time to bring not any drum with them. So they were the drum. We are the drum. We are the first element of the drum, our body, our mind, and our soul. Yeah? This is why even in the jungle, the gorilla just goes up on his chest because it's just body movements. So we never get to carry the drums. So, but our preserve again is us, who the livity that is handed down to us and then we pass it on, and then that's the livity. So we are happy to be here and give thanks to be here for them to see the roots. When we say roots, Rasta village, Rasta livity. You know, the roots of where it's coming from. You know, the godfather and the mother of reggae and all, you know. So we carry the Nyabinghi, the mentor, the different rhythms. And all of those rhythms tell a different story of the livity and the struggle and the survival and how we stay alive up to this day. Give thanks. All right, give thanks. Give thanks for life.
No, go back and say something, the importance of libation and honoring. Yeah. One of the other things which is really important to honor still. More time we go in a space has to be cleansed. Yes. It's a spiritual thing. So the space has to be cleansed. Yeah. So we always honor our ancestors. Yes. And pour a little libation for them. It is a tradition that has been going for a long time. And long may we maintain honoring those that came before us. Yes. That walked this road of liberation. Yeah. Gone but not forgotten. Yeah. Which is why we show a libation for them. Ask them for coming at the circle, yeah. And make sure say everything is just perfect and magical. Yeah, so I give thanks to the ancestors, first and foremost. Yes. Every time. Without them, there would be no us. Yeah. And it's up to us to make sure that our youths have a better tomorrow. Yes. Give thanks.
Bless.
Yes, I give thanks. And libation, it come in the form of fire, water, and air. Those three elements again. Yes? So when you see Rastaman I burn the fire and the fire is there, I libation, the libation. And if you see we sprinkle the water, you know say ocean, libation, and the breath. So from your born, the day you born, you are a living drum because the doctor or the nurse give you a slap on your ass. Or go so. A slap and that is a drum slap. So the first breath, because if you don't respond to that slap, you're not gonna be on this earth. So and the heartbeat, you are the living drum because the heartbeat, anytime that beat stop, you not here again. Transition. So the drum is you, the living. Yeah. That's why I and I Rasta we connect because the heartbeat out of all beats, many beats, that heartbeat connect with the heart. That pulsates same in. So as we say, we have rhythms for social, commercial, churchical, ritual, spiritual. Yes? Give thanks.